Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about recent changes by Instagram. Maybe when you're operating the app, you might encounter some abnormalities like scanning errors, or the app is too slow, or it's not doing any action, or different problems it can be. And these problems are created by Instagram because when you're active on Instagram or when you're scanning through the app, when you're using the app a lot, this tends to happen mostly. So this is caused by Instagram. Instagram wants to reduce your data, the data scraping on their platform. They don't want to expose users' data. That's why they're doing this. It's not because the app is not working or the app is not functioning. It's just Instagram is not letting the app scan as usual. So to combat this, we created an alternative scanning method. So when you use this app slowly, everything tends to be okay. Just when you're using it a lot, when you tend to be active too much, scanning a lot of posts, scanning a lot of profiles, this tends to happen. So to combat this, we created a new feature inside the instech platform. This is an additional feature. If you are encountering problems when you're using instech, you can switch to this really fast, and this one doesn't need to scan on the Instagram platform, so it can't be blocked, and it's the most safest and most organic way to engage on the Instagram platform. It's an additional feature we added to combat the Instagram scanning blocks and scanning restrictions. So let's see how we will use it. So it's called custom actions. You'll find it on the list here, tagged by new platform. So this is the new feature we added to instech. So what this basically is custom actions. It means it does the scanning before you start the app. The scanning is done prior to the initiation of the app. So before you execute any actions, you have to scan first. So let's see how to operate this. It's quite simple and quite easy. We added more features. On the last video, we made a video about this app, and the app was quite simple, and now we added more features to make it more useful for the users. So basically what this is how do you operate this is the same way you operate instech, just it works by username lists. So you have to create username lists, and the app will execute the actions on that username lists, those username lists. So how do you get a URL list? You have to create a URL list first. So URL list means basically a list of URLs. It can be profile URLs or post URLs. Two types of URLs you have to input here. So it can be a list of profile or post URLs. So how do you get these URLs? There are two ways to collect these URLs. Now, the first way is by installing an extension called link grabber. It grabs link from the Instagram platform. You can use this extension to grab links and copy and paste it to the app. This was the method we were using before. Now we added a new feature that's much better than link grabber, because link grabber has some restrictions. It can't get links from certain places, and in one time you can't get more than 100 links. So there are some restrictions. So to fight those restrictions, we added another feature. So now you can input a source URL here and collect URLs you want. This source URL can be either hashtag, location, profile, tag, post, explore page, likers, followers, following, or homepage. So you can collect from any of these sources. So for example, let's say you want to collect someone's likers, for example. So let's go to Instagram and search some user, for example, Gary. All right, let's check this account. So let's say we want to collect the likers of this post. Want to collect the likers. So what we have to do is copy the link, the post link. In order to collect the likers, you have to copy the post link from which there are the likers. Go back to the extension page, paste the link here in the field where you put the source, and click collect to open a new tab. So basically now it's recording the activity in this page which the tabs it's opened. So now it's recording the URLs that are loaded. So to load the likes, you have to scroll down the page, this likers field. Just scroll down. Scroll down more. And when you think you got enough links, just close the page that was opened. And as you can see, when you go back to the page, it was collecting the URLs when you were scrolling down. So when you go below here in the field, it was empty before. Now it's registered all the links that were on that page that was being recorded. So everything is inside here. So here, as you can see, we collected 514 URL items. This is a status board. It will show you how the app is operating, the latest 5 actions by the app. All right, so you can give your URL list a name. In this case, I'll say Gary V Likers. Gary V Likers. And now I can choose the type of action I want to perform. You can perform 4 types of actions: like, follow, unfollow, and to watch story. So in this case, I want to like the likers. So these are profile accounts, profile links, profile URLs. So I want to go and like the posts of these people. So I'll put it at like. If I'll put the type of action as follow, it will go and follow each of these links. So I'll click save now to save the URL list. All right, so it's saved. So when you go up now, you'll find this field. This field will appear. So here you'll find all the URL lists you have saved. Here you can choose from what item to start from, and here you can input your sleep time interval. So after you saved the URL list you just created, you need to load it. So now we just load this. So it says now on the status board, loaded Gary V likers. So here it will reappear when you loaded the URL list. So to start, you just click the start button. So as you can see, it's 513 items and today's total actions is 1. This will show you the status, and this is the sleep time. So we can see what it's liking. So it's liking posts. To like the post that will be opened. This is the to collect likers of a certain post. You can also collect different types of likers from different posts. If you want to change the type of post you want to collect from, depends on your preference, and you can click pause or you can click stop to stop the execution of the URLs. So this is how you basically operate. Here there is logs. It will show you the recent actions from the app. Yeah, so this is how you basically use instech, custom actions by instech. So also if you want to collect from followers or follows, you can also collect from this places. For example, let's go back to our Instagram page, and we can collect the follows of, for example, Gary V. So to collect the followers or following, we just copy the profile URL, go back, load the page. You have to always reload before you input a source URL for it to work properly. Paste it, click collect. Now we want to collect the followers of Gary V. We'll do the same thing. Scroll down. It's being registered, all these links. We just have to do this once, then we can save all the URLs that were loaded. Alright, so when you're done, you'll just close. Don't forget to close this tab because it's always recording the actions being taken in this tab. So if you forget to close it, it will always register links to that field in this page. So as you can see, it collected all these links. These are the followers of Gary V. So after that, we can save it again. So let's save it. We can also save it as a follow. So let's save this URL list, and now we can find the new URL list here, Gary V followers. So, and you can load it and start executing. You can execute from any item number after you load. When you load, for example, Gary V followers, you can input any item in between 0 and 389 items. if you have already started this URL list and you don't want to start from the beginning, you can just input the number here, the item number which you last stopped, so that you can continue executing the new URL lists. And here's the sleep time, as I told you earlier. The sleep time, it depends on your account age and the account trust by Instagram. So you're free to set this in accordance to your account. So this is how basically you can collect from profiles, and you can also collect the following of Gary Vee or any profile you want. So this is how it works basically. It's quite easy. You can also collect from hashtag pages. Hashtag. Let's say I want to collect posts from hashtag business owner. So this is basically if you want to collect from any hashtag, people who posted with any hashtag you want. For this case, I chose business owner, so here are the posts by hashtag business owner. So to collect the posts and engage, you go back here, reload the page. Always don't forget to reload the page before you could start to collect for the app to operate correctly. So now we'll click collect to open, and now we just need to scroll. We'll scroll down for posts. All right, after we scroll down enough posts, you can close the app, the tab that was opened by the app, and here you can see the list of the posts. So these are all URL posts, post links collected from the hashtag business owner. So I can choose either to like the users who posted with this post, who posted with the hashtag business owner, or that are on this list, or I can follow. So I can do two actions, like or follow. In this case, I can choose like or I can choose follow. So let's say I want to follow. So I'll just here type hashtag save. So here is my third URL list. I can also do the same for location posts. So location, for example, Los Angeles, California. So you'll do the same steps you took for the hashtag too. You'll just copy this and paste it here. The same thing you did for the hashtag case. You'll just paste it, click collect, then you'll just scroll down, and when you're done, you'll close the tab that was opened, and you'll give your URL name, URL list a name. Then you'll save, then you'll find it, and you can load anytime you want. This will be saved for until you delete the list. you can get this URL list anytime, even if you shut down your computer. All right, so let's do a different thing on the location post. First of all, if you want to load different location posts, this is the URL. Most people don't know this, but if you want to choose location, any location you want, you can choose the country first, then the state or city, for example, Portland. Then you can choose where you're from or where you want to target people. Portland, Oregon. All right, so now I can find this this location URL. So I'll just copy this and paste it here. Start to collect. All right. So here I'm gonna show you a different thing. Before we were just collecting post URLs. Now if you want to mix up URLs, for example, post URLs and people who liked this posts, for example. For example, you want to you're collecting from this page, let's say, and you want to also collect people who liked the posts, because in most cases the people who like this post are from this location mostly. If it's not an influencer account or a huge account with big following, in most cases the people who are liking personal or small Instagram pages that are tagged with a location are most likely from that location too. So for example, let's say I want to collect likers of this post. I'll scroll down. When I get enough, I'll just close it. And for example, this one, 29 people liked. I'll just collect them, close, go to a different post that has few people who liked, for example, this post, collect the likers, most likely a personal page, so most people are who are liking that page are from that location. So you can do this, you can just scroll down, cruise down the page and just collect links, likers you want. And you can do this for hashtags too. You can do the same thing. I'm doing it for location page now. So after you're done, yeah, I'm collecting more. So after you're done, you'll just close the tab that was opened by the app. And as you can see, 565 URL items were collected. So now the URL items that were collected have both post links and profile links. So it's a combination. So you can choose the action you want to perform on this. This profile URLs are from the likers of the posts I was opening and collecting the likers. So this URLs, as you can see, are not post URLs, they are profile URLs. So this is how you basically operate. You can save it like you can give it any name you want. You can say like and save the account, save the URL list, and you can find it here, and you can load and start executing the actions you want. So this is basically how you operate. You can do collect post links from 4 different places, from hashtag pages, location pages. Hashtag and location we already saw. You can collect from tag posts. Okay, let's see tag posts. For example, let's go to Gary Vee. So to find the tagged posts for Gary Vee, as you can see here, it says tagged. You click here, and what this basically is these are people who posted and tagged at Gary Vee on their posts. So these are people who either know Gary Vee, are fans of Gary Vee, or want to get attention from Gary Vee. Either of these cases. So, but in all cases, they know Gary Vee and they're interested in his work. So you can find tagged posts for any account. It can be small or big, and you can collect this URL posts and do the same thing we're doing for the location pages. You can scroll down, get the post links, and go to the likers and get the likers of the posts too at the same time while you're cruising, and everything will be registered. Yeah, so basically this is how you operate. You can just copy this link, instagram.com Gary Vee tagged, reload the page. Always don't forget to reload the page, paste it here, and you can start to collect the same thing as I showed you before. Also, you can collect, this is tagged post. Also, you can collect for the explore page. So if you want to collect posts from your explore page, you'll click this icon, it's in the explore page, or just go to instagram.com/explore. Click here to go to the explore page. So this is basically the explore page for your account. For every account, this page is different with different posts. If you want to collect from this from your explore page, just copy this, go back, and paste it here, and start to collect. You do the same thing as you were doing for the location and the hashtag post. Just collect the post, scroll down, or open the post and collect the likers. The same thing you can do the with the tag post, location, or hashtag. So this is how you basically operate on those pages. So basically we saw most of the pages we need to see. We saw how to operate on hashtag, location, profile, tag, post, explore page, likers, followers, following. Okay, let's talk about homepage. If you want to like posts from your home feed. Home feed is basically what you'll find when you go to instagram.com after you logged in. So that means these are the posts of the people you are following. So you can collect the URLs of this post in 2 different ways. The first way is just copy this instagram.com, load the page, reload the page, paste it here, and click collect. Now you just have to scroll down. After you scroll down on your home feed, you can close it down, go back, and as you can see, these are the posts of from your home feed basically. This is the first way to collect the post. Then you can start to operate this. You can like the people from this post, because you can't follow them because you are already following them because it's from your home feed basically, so you like them. This is the first way to collect the post URLs from your home feed. But the problem with this is, it's not certainly a problem, but the problem with this is you have to always collect, like if you want to like posts from your home feed every day, you basically have to always go to your home feed and start to scroll down every day basically, because every day is different feed on your home feed, different posts on your home feed, so you have to do this every day. So if you want to do it only for one time, you can certainly use this method. The second method is basically to go to your main profile page. So you'll click profile. This is your main page basically. Now what you'll do is collect your following. So go to your profile, your own profile page, and start to collect your following. So to do this, just copy the link of your profile and go here and reload the page. Go here, paste your profile link of your own account and click collect. Now click following. Now start to collect. So these are people who I am following basically, and all these people, when they're posting, it's coming to my home feed. So if I'll load most of these people or all of these users, I think I loaded all of them, so I'll just close it. I loaded it all of my following, so people who I'm following, that means close the URL list, close the tab, and here I can find the people who I'm following basically. So people who's my following list. So basically this is how you operate. So now I can go and give it a name, home feed, so I just gave it a random name, home feed like. So you have to set the type of action to like. So what this basically does is it will go to each of these accounts and it will go to like their latest posts. Quite easy. It will go to this accounts and try to like their latest posts anytime. So you'll just save this and you'll find it here, home feed like, and you load it. All right, so basically we loaded all our followings from our account, from the account. So now we can start to perform the actions. So we loaded it, so we'll start the action. So for example, this account, it will load the latest post and start to like. And it will close automatically. So let's stop this. Let's stop this real quick. And so this is how you basically operate the home feed by collecting your following. You don't have to delete this URL list because you can run it every day. The best thing about this is that you don't need to run it. You don't need to collect your following every day. You can just load it once and run it. Like, for example, if you want to like your home feed every like 2 days or 3 days, you can just load the task you created and start to operate it, and it will always like the latest posts of the users on that list. So this is how you basically operate the home feed. The next one we need to know is about liking. It's about stories. Stories, for example, if you want to watch people from the stories of the people you are following, for example. So what I mean by that is basically if you want to watch the stories automatically, these people. So if you want to do this automatically, all these people are the people you're following. So what you need to do is, let's reload the page again. We just have to collect our own followings again. Let's click here, profile. We have to collect our following again. Since we have already collected this, the followings, we just load it first. Let's load it. Home feed like. So these are the people we are following. So these are the people. Just now we need to change the name of the URL list. We can change it to story feed, for example. Yeah, so story feed, and we'll choose the type of action to watch story, and we'll save. So what this will basically do is, whenever we start to execute this task, it will start to watch stories of the people who have stories on their page and who we are following, because those are the people on the list. So basically this is how you can watch stories of your own the people you're following. So the other thing is, you can, the best way in my opinion is to go and like the posts of your followers. What I mean by this is, you'll go to your profile page and click your own followers and collect the list like this. You'll collect all the followers you have, create a task, and always like their page. So how do we do this? We'll just copy this URL list, URL source. Let's reload the page. We'll paste it here. we'll paste the profile URL, click collect. Now we'll go to our followers. Now we'll just scroll down. Alright, so it's done. So we'll just close this. And now we have all these people who are our followers. So we'll set it to like, then this one change the name to my followers. So we set the URL, the name of the URL list to my followers. You'll set it to like, then save. So when you basically want to engage with your own followers, you'll just load this URL list. You can update it anytime. That means like load more people, add more people there when new people will follow you. And you can always activate this task. You don't need to delete this task. You can save this task and run it, for example, every week. Which basically, what it basically does is you'll engage with your followers, so your followers will know your page more because you're always liking their latest posts. When you activate the like for this task, so when you're engaging with your followers are more likely to engage back, so this increases the engagement of your account. So this task you basically, it's recommended if you run it every week, basically, to like the latest posts of all your followers. Yeah, so this is a really good task. So the next thing is, so we basically talked about likers, followers, following. So you can collect the following of any page, you can collect the followers of any page. You can also, if you want to delete a list, for example, if you don't need this list, for example, if you don't need this list, the story feed list, if you want to remove it from your list of the URL list names, you can load it, go back here and delete all the links inside the list, inside this field, and save it empty. Save it empty, you'll get this notification. And now when we reload back, the task is deleted from this list. So this is how you can delete a list you no longer need inside the app. Alright, basically that's how you operate. You can also like your likers posts. For example, if you want to like your own likers posts, you'll go to your profile, you'll go to any post you want from your own page, copy the link, go back, reload, paste the post URL here. This post URL the post URL from your own account, the post URL that you posted. Click collect. Click the likers, load the likers, and when you're done, close, and it will basically load all the people who liked your post. Then you can name it, and you can say my likers. And to like my likers, save. and you can find it here, my likers, my followers. You can update whenever you post a new post, you can update, or you can add all your latest posts. For example, if you want to add your latest 6 posts and like all the latest posts of all your likers, you can do that. It's also recommended because it will increase your engagement. Yeah, so basically this is how you operate, and you can also follow from hashtag and location. So what do I mean by that? When after you collect from your from any location or hashtag source, you can also follow these people. You just need to set the action here when you create a list to follow, and you can start to follow the users who posted on that hashtag or on that location, explore page, or the tag post of the users. You can also update any list you want. For example, let's load business owner. We can add more URL lists, remove the URL lists. I can add more URLs to this URL list, or remove or delete URLs I don't need or I already interacted with, engaged with. You can choose update the action. You can choose any action you want to change. You can change to like the post, you can change to follow the post, and delete some URLs and save, and basically it will update your URL, and this is how you basically update your URL, and it will be updated. So easy stuff. The last thing I want to talk about is how to unfollow, basically. So to unfollow, you just need to go back to your main profile page. This is it has to be your profile page, and you'll click following. You'll load the following and create a new task. So just copy your own the URL of your profile, reload, paste here, and click collect and collect the following. We already did that. We already collected our people who we are following. So basically you can load that and start to operate. So that's how you basically operate the app. It's quite easy. Yeah, you don't forget to set it to unfollow your own follower, the people who are following you. So that was quite a long video, but I needed to explain everything about this platform, how you can operate it. It's quite powerful if you use it the right way, and there won't be scanning restrictions here, and it's quite organic, so you don't have to worry about getting blocked. Just don't pass your action limits. And basically that's how you operate the app. And if you have any questions, write some comments down below, and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. And this is basically an additional feature for the app. If you want to perform more actions, you can use this custom actions for instech, and you can still also use all the actions that's still inside the app. this is just an additional feature for because some people are having some troubles running the app. So until your restriction will be lifted off, you can use this features. So basically that's how you operate the app. If you like this video, write a comment down below if you didn't understand something, or if you want to request an additional feature, or you don't like something about this app, just write a comment down below, and I'll try to reply as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.